Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here to take a look at NEXZ's track, I'm Him, the music video. Will there be a dance visual? With this group, they're known for dancing, so I would be surprised if we don't see one. With this track, I have no idea what it is, but I'm looking forward to it. Let's go ahead and check it out. Do we? Okay.
Knock, knock. Who's at the door? In the quiet, 여기저기 퍼지는 down. 흔들린 시선은 back to the bone.
Hey, this kind of sounds like a verse that Changbin would say. Yeah, this sounds like a Stray Kids track. I mean, they're Hube's a Stray Kids, so I get it. But it really sounds like something that I would hear from them. Oh. I like that they shot both, like same location, different time of day. I love stuff like that. This would specifically be in the S-class era, if I were to clock it. Choreography, I would need a fixed cam to really see. Ew, ew, ew. What? 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 Hey. Oof. Oof. Wow. I am so curious about people's thoughts about this because of what I was touching on, of what this reminded me of in a really complimentary way. If anybody's gonna do it, let's let it be NEXZ. I really want to see a dance visual here pretty soon. I can see them promote this in a Halloween format as well. They could be vampires, zombies, I'm sure. Just the color of it. I'm taking it not as like demonic. I'm taking it like 'tis the season, it's Halloween. So more monstrous because this was released right before. I mean, this was released today, but it got cleared at the end of September. So I am here for this. I enjoyed it. What a great day for me. Dance practice for I'm Him is here, so we watch. Let's go. Oh, there we are. Oh. Hey. Oh, I like those cheetah jeans. Yeah, I want a pair. Oh, yeah. Yay! how fun. Oh yeah! Isolations! Did he just vibrate through the phrase? We're gonna have to go back and double check that. That's a vibe and a half, if so. Man, stability check. Yeah! I love those pans. I'm still looking at them. They're so fun. Oh my god. Eee, this is even slinkier than I was expecting. Yeah. Eee, that was fun. You know, I needed another track that resonated in my brain the way Hard did. That one was such a fun one. It was so grimy. This one definitely matched the track so well. There is something we have to verify first. It was that whole little vibration moment. Hold on. We gotta find it. There's a sound for it too. Listen, there's a sound he's hitting. Grosser. Oh, how fun. That was fun. I'm excited. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So I wasn't expecting this part of the track to show up in the official, but I'm here for it. I like it because we just get to have a little moment. They're on the ground, ready to go. They hear this, like they're a zombie that's zombified. So they're coming up off the ground. He's standing up, ready for the day. He says, I'm him, I'm here. We walk forward. I like the syncopation, that pa-pa-pa. Really like the triple on that. It's cool. We're moving. New spot. I like the knock knock. Instead of knocking with a hand, we're just going knock knock with a little prayer hand with the tap tap onto the foot. Guys, I'm loving these pant selections. I'm such a fan of some good jeans, you know? So I like the switch off is nice. Good hinge with a bounce. Really syncopated too in the transition here. That's always just a switch off on the feet, and then we separate them here with the toss onto the arms. Accent point with the torso having a rigid, tense feel to it while it's connected to the arms. So whenever it hits high-low, it's a fun speed change moment with tension to boot. Then we take it. It's isolated now, so you can really appreciate the flick of the head as it goes to the back. And it's very clear in our, looks like a triangle. So there's a pyramid and triangle for a group of 7. I mean, you can kind of play around with either. But there's nothing filling in between the formation, which is why I would call it a triangle. It's not really, you know, anything, what's the word? Not something you have to, like, be right about. Nah, but it's really fun to be able to see that we have windows entertained in this as well. And I really like that we have it hinged around. Yeah, bad. So this, I'm telling you, in the K-pop world, this means bad. Bad. By the head, horns, bad to the bone. So I like the hinge around, because we saw it in Baby Monster, seen in Bad Villain, and we're seeing it here with NEXZ. We rotate it, we clap it, the toss down. I really like the pedestrian, like, I'm confident enough to not have to finish this because I don't have to. It's really nice from our feature there. We trot a way out of it, and I like the low level on it. Come on! I do this sometimes. I'm going to go, wee. We're going to find those pants together, everybody. All right, so we're going to hit it. A little body roll. I haven't done that in a while. It's so fun. I love outfits that are cool. And I'm going to be there next week, so that's why I'm like, maybe I can go buy them myself. I really like the fullness of the transition. They're doing really good about transitioning through content, and it's very interesting. And we're not just doing a move plateau based, meaning that we're not just doing the same thing all the way across. We're doing it, but we're varying up texture. So it helps us be able to stay in tune with what's happening in the track, but also still get saturated to redigest information. It's cool. So the toss down is nice. I really like that. That's gross. Hit, hit, hit. Come on. We melt out of that. Woo! We're here for it. They pull it in. It's nice. I like the taps on this with the shoulders also. Just a lot of entertained textures that you normally don't see conventionally in a K-pop track. Even some of these sounds are not ones that you would see show up, which is why I like it. It's fun. I do remember we watched the highlight medley and they showed who the choreographer was. I already forgot. This does hit the same part of my brain that Alex did for Hard, which is why I'm going to just think that and assume that he's probably on this in some way. They're involved for sure. Come on, this mess right there. That's definitely something that we've seen entertained of Stray Kids from Chick Chick Boom. Same agency. Checks out. The sway is fun. I like that we pan the camera over so we can see it from the diagonal and also the features stand out of it. The turn is nice and I like the chest involved in it. The brush it forward to back. I like the little wave up. Of course, having a full completion through the fingers if we are going to wave it all the way through, but it does look like we interrupted it at the elbow. Then we said finger wag, and I like the rigidness of the steps on that with the core nice and engaged here. He's like, wait. And then we go, I'm him. And so we step onto that left foot, nice little balance moment on the him. And then we're grabbing that jacket. And then we ball change it, and I really like the ball change with the arm swings with the torso still isolated to the side. Then we're now, we're messing with the hair like Grease Lightning, right? Then we have the prayer hand, that so it allows us to really appreciate that tone very well. But also, we're not just seeing them just be super still. We're having subtlety, but also having 7 people do it works well. The bounce through out of it, playing with pockets, playing with timings, really cool. Really nice pickup of the legs as we transition it. I like the hey you, they look different directions, and then they boom, all project to the front. And then they take it, they're like, psh, get out of my face, let's go. And then we pull it, which is nice. We have the punch down in between the legs and then on the back end. And I really like the rigidness of that torso, but also there's this pull going on in the sternum, which is really nice. Then we end up tapping, wrist roll, out. Then we hop onto the right foot this time, and we're balancing. So come on, versatility. Here's the thing. I still stand behind what I said about Beatboxer with that whole ankle situation. They wouldn't be able to do this either if they busted their ankle doing that dance. But I digress. I already looked at the behind the scenes, and I still stand by what I said. The drop down is nice. The cross, they rotate it. Boom, with the bases. They point it forward. And they go, and I like the lift behind or the press behind with the head and the arm opening up like a little alien. And then he ends up going, so he's facing towards, the only thing is fixed cams would really help us see how the transitions frame the formations. That would be the only thing that we're really missing here, but I do like that we're able to see the integrity of the point of the choreo here, which is nice. So the switch off is nice. Come on, you better swing the arms. Then we end up taking it. It's very isolated. And then I like the arm pulling the body on the bases. Come on, kick out of that too. We turn is also nice. Come on, more turns. And then I like that we're all, moving around. He grabs him. He's like, come on, feature moment. Punch, high, low. And then we reinstate that low hit. Then we use that arm to travel it up to the chest. And I like that made the chest bigger because you had an arm to assist in the angle. And then we end up taking it like a little walk it out. Boom, boom. Kept it stationary there. Picking it up. Freaking, wow. Really nice. And then they end up tossing and tossing. They hit it. Nice step ball change coming out of it. And they sit it back. Are we gliding it? Possibly not the cleanest execution, but I do appreciate the attempt at creating a different type of, not posture, different type of dynamic in the lower body for that. And then they rotated new formation. This was filthy. We go head, head, chest, chest. So they have to isolate the head and isolate the head again from the absence of moving from what's going on in the chest. So nice, so subtle. We love it. He hits it down, boom, build it up. I like the interruption of that. Strobing, ticking, I wouldn't give it either, but definitely would give it. We're interrupting flow in a very productive way. I like the turn, 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 nice ripple out of it. We stab, we run, run, run it back. And then we hit it, boom, and then we hit it out and around. Really nice. It goes, we'll tap in that head. And it goes, come on. And then it goes, I'm him. And now instead of just doing the arms, we're now letting the torso get involved, right? And then we send it around. We're like, I know what I'm doing. I know that I look good. And that type of confidence really helps sell a concept like this. We're here for it. And then it goes, I'm him. And then you sway it in the torso. And then we tap it, can't touch me. And I like the rock with a brush. Come on now. And they go, touch me. And it goes, hey, you. They're still talking to us. Okay, fine. I'm listening. And then they take it. Nice. Once again, little rebound action going on the lower body with the hand. Very John Cena, you can't see me, right? And I like the arm out. It's subtly a fixed point where this has to stay nice and clear in order for all of this to look really fun and rampant. And then you have the melt. Drop down. High to low. And then they rotate it. Twinkle in. They knock. Warm. Whoa! And then they go to a freaking whoa. They hinge it around. Really fun usage of the back. Nice solid stance to be anchored in the ground so they can really go for it like that. Great spacing so they're not hitting each other, which is nice. The subtlety from your feature, meaning that he ain't really going for it the same way, but it's intentional because it's level. So they knock it, and then they bring it down, 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 very rigid. Use that core, and then we interrupt going up. So this type of rebound is different than this type of interruption, even though it takes up the same amount of distance. How you're making up your muscle engagement is different. So I'm going to be rebounding where I'm accenting down, and I'm continuing to drop it down. This one is I'm stopping myself from continuing, versus the other one is I'm accenting or I'm engaging before I retract. It's kind of like that. It's kind of the best way I can describe it today. So the point is nice, and I like the psh, get out of my way. Then they take it, gross, gross, and they have a switch off in direction, and then they melt it from the legs, and they pull it away. Nobody like me. Nobody, buddy. And I like the toss on the arm. Yeah, where you just pass it off to the next feature. And we're getting it higher and higher and higher. And it goes like me. And we pull it away like the sternum causing, which is the middle part of your chest, causing you to turn. Let's go. And then we send it, wah, boom. We bring it in, we rotate it, boom, and then, golly, they're using this hand, not even, like, more as a trigger than a trace. Traces are used as an illusion to look like you're transferring energy from one place to another at the expense of this, causing that. This is, I'm causing accents to happen because of this energy that I'm shoving from this hand. It's really cool. I love that. I love this. It's so good on them. Sending it out, they hit it, rotate it, push it in, and then they end up doing a body roll. Oh my god, they wave it, and then they send it over to this side, and then I like the accent. This is awesome. This kind of stuff, golly, it feels really good to do, but it sucks to do at the timing that they're doing it. So do that like at the start of your dance. Like for me, whenever I'm covering something, that is like a fun way for me to finish a dance. If the dance like 45 seconds, right? This is 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes. I would not want to do this at this timing because of all of this push and pull that I've been forcing myself to do all the way up until this point. And then I have to sing on top of it, doing all the goodness, but they're young. Make them do it. I love it. And then they pull it away like the chest, letting this arm get catapulted over the side where it looks like that arm is causing this pull of them moving over. They hit it out in. I like the rigidness of the tap there. And they pull in. Very, not two-dimensional, but it's, what is it? Not even pixelated. That's such a weird way to say it. There's no connector between these movements. They're like two independent movements that just exist. And I thought that was really cool because normally you have like a connecting part to it, but I liked it. It was a nice contrast. Then they use it, a little chest to the other side. I like the what's going on, right? And then I like the pickup of the feet. I appreciate the subtlety, and it doesn't look like we're being tired. It's an intentional choice where we could continue to pop off, but we're choosing not to, so we can have a fun little finish because of our choice. Then they hit it. I really like the pop off. Get it. And they toss it away. Hey, you. And I like that they use the head to make it look more forceful, and it helps the audience be able to see which way you want us to look, not just by the arm, but by the head as well. Then they toss it, send it around so it's to the front, and then they scoop it upward. And then they take it high to low. You better do a little Windows moment. And we're sorry, honestly, it's more of a toss it up. So sorry. Then they push it forward. I like the push on that. When we melt it, having to do that too at the very end. Whew, Lord. In a V, pretty decent spacing. I would have them push out just a little bit. Drop it down. But for a one take, we pick our battles. And then we rock it back. We open it up, taking the arm to the hand, lift it up, and we go tap, tap, tap. And then they go into a whoa. So that's not just the head. It has to be the chest in that. Boom, boom. And you have to cut it at the hips in order for it to not take up the energy of the legs on that. And then they go, I'm him. Boom. Right here with the eyes. I'm Batman. And we're here. Okay. Just because we don't have what happens after this doesn't mean we can't play fall into the floor bingo. This one can be very tiring. I'm going to say, though, only one person fell to the floor after this. Some were like, thank you, finally. I think also it really matters how many times they had to do it. If they had to do this more than once, more than one person's going to the floor after. They did really well with this. I enjoyed this. That was fun. This was great, guys. I'm really happy they have this. In my head, what like the pinnacle, filthy, musicality, gross thing that's come out of NEXZ was hard. And that's why I learned it, is because I was like, that's disgusting. This is right up there in that family tree. That makes me really happy. And it's such a really cool, like, focal point thing that when I think of NEXZ, I think of this. And that's for me, like, that's really cool. And that makes me excited to look at their works because I don't know what to expect in that sense, where I can get a routine that makes me feel like my face is melting off. And then there's other cases where it feels like, well, I get to respect and appreciate the direction that they're going, especially knowing that they're having more of a say through their demo works. I'm really excited for them investing more in their own craft. And then by them learning from other people like Alex, right? It gives them more of a window of opportunity to see what works to their own artistry. And we're always here for a good time on that. Ugh, you guys know me, I know you. I'm Jess. I've looked at a lot of their stuff, so if you don't see it on YouTube, it could be on Patreon. So go check there. And this also gets released on Patreon way before it shows up on YouTube. So if you're impatient like I am, Patreon's perfect to binge away. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye!